isaa cia Vilingi wa Mauvoo.
Naende watinda ta musiaisi wa Mutongo TV omonde matuko 31 mwezi wa 10 mwaka ni wa 2024 nutho chande ni wa Vilingi wa Mauvoo mwendo ni wa saa na nusu nita wa Faith Ndenya na ni kwetia Mauvoo ni na kiteresia mwende kwanzia ya meko indi tuomba kwata amwe ala tukumbanisye kwanzia ya ukuve
ala tukumbanisye ni vamwe na
ukuno kwa Gachagua koti yivetanga isia kwethia kithitu kithure Kindiki atongo imama kanisa kukulia silikali masioke NHIF sha yekinye awa umambanga mwingi kuende ya kukwata oiti mwingi level 4 ende kitu ya lama tume yake ochangethwa kukulia metanwe
Vilingi wa Mauvoo.
Na yutu ya mbele ya Mauvoo ni kana yusilikali na uthei wa kuthimbe na kumwethia kithito munini mwe wa President Professor Kithure Kindiki no kana kwaselela utongo ikuma kwa Rigathi Gachagua na ola onanguthulwe kuma kivila nne mbunge vala koti wa yulu wecha itheka ikwani ela yesiite iseso yeitwa igwa ndeni wa utio wasili atatuma makwani ala medukesi ikwani ya kuleana na kuvetangwa kuma ofisini kwa Gachagua ni maweta vaito nyeka ofisi wa munini wa President okekala wio muthei kumano na uito wake uthukomi ofisini o na kwa uve na vata President ethewe na mutethesia kwena katiba no kana usumbe kwethewa na ulumu Mauvoo ani tukitha tuikwetewa ivindaite ya Sani Benjamin Mwaka na tuisonga na mbeni kana atongo ikivathuka nyuma ndeni ni maumia witano kwa serikali niambe usiokia mutalatala wa tene wa NHIF kovikia NND maelewe uthukomi wa SHA atongo akuma Lower Eastern manene ya Kajiado Makueni Kitui na Masako ni maasi serikali nionanitie itomoya ilovia vindani ila NND maende na uvinyiwa na kuwa wanima uwau manene andeni wa hall ya kutoa isia uvo wa St. Paul's Masako vala manena maundu kivathuka nyuma koneti ndi ya Kenya Dan Mongela hena Mauvoo mbeange
atungu yama makanisa matongwe ni Bishop Festus Malua mainena itina wa umano wa ANC andamangwate ya makanisa ma ACCK ni maeleseka na awau ni mainena kunyama ya masivitari ni kumana ngalama nne ya witi ilava umbe ni manatetheka kwa kwewiwa ungua kinanu cha NHIF indi juu kwisila ni umo wa SHA ni mainena uthina muno mate kwewiwa ndivi sia witi
revert to NHIF until the shift is ready. We continue to watch in horror the suffering individual patients and the families are going through as they cannot access treatment in public or private health facilities. We demand that the government suspends the implementation of the Social Health Insurance Fund, known as SHIF, and revert to the National Health Insurance Fund, that is NHIF, until the Social Health Authority puts all necessary measures and structures in place.
Inki Bishop Maluani wa kulia atongoi alanyu beva nthi ya Kenya maiki ovitia mbema wendimo kuolanga siko sia ulusani na kwamba uthinikia mathina ala maende na uvinyi ya mwene nthita uiti kisomo kati wangi nundu ene nthi ingine maende na uthini isio ni sikivuthukanio.
The high appetite for money should not be reason to sacrifice the lives of Kenyans. In addition, we call for a radical change in the benefits provided under the SHIF to ensure they match or at least are better than the benefits that we enjoyed under the NHIF. It does not make sense to us that Kenyans are now paying more money but are getting less benefits. Number 7, make the most of the school holidays. In line with the education calendar, all children are now home for the next 2 months for the long holiday. We encourage fellow parents not to feel overwhelmed, but to instead make adequate plans to fully engage the children in productive activities. This is a prudent opportunity to instill life skills, culture of work, and sense of responsibility in the young ones. We must not make social media the surrogate parent of our children, or else we will lose the current and the future generations.
Daniel Mwongela, Mutungu TV, Kumova, St. Paul, Katolone County ya Masako.
Andu 13 kati wa miongoli na eli elama konisio mbangani ya lelo utukuni wa kwa mukia umunthi vakuvi na soko waka Kongo lelo ni waka irungu kuthithana wodini ya Kiomo Chethani Mwingi West 18 wa matatu ya akuwa miongo ina na thandatu ila meina yo kuvaluka ni maende kukwata uiti sivitali ni wa Mwingi level 4 vala ana mekuiti wa Kitui Referral Hospital. Woni kuma kwe munini wa ungami wa sivitali wa Mwingi level 4 Kennedy Vundi ula wasia maende kukwata uiti Lina Musangi ena Mauvoo yange.
Onena na kamemekaga mavisa kama tongo imunini wa muungami wa sivitali wa Mwingi level 4 Dr. Kennedy Vundi nuwetie kuyo wiyo wa umiongo iline tamana vikiso sivitalini na lamana kwa titembanga ya lelu kisioni chaka Kongo ni Mwingi odhiloni wa sua wala maendeno kwa tawiti sivitalini onduma na ana mwakutoa wa sivitalini wa Kitui Referral.
Kupati ya umiongo iline na kati wa asu kenda maitwa meina maumisi ya matema nene katu ita soft tissue injuries maitwa na maneno kwa bade vinde vodo katika asu banai ana manaina maumisi ya manena ange elema kwenda CT scan ya mwe make wa ambulance ya masengwa Kitui make wa ambulance ya makuma CT scan na makuni kenda masisu maende na Kitui na katika aswangi bekenda ana manenda kwa visa hata tumejamena fractures kana momita mabende na mende na kuito ndi kwa mwanga hii onzeme stable kana maende onesa mende kuito.
Jacinta Moni ni MC Moloto ngwa chama cha Wiper na ule vikita kosisi ya wau wala uweti wa matuku manini ngali muthemba wa matatu tena makongi ando atatu alama na kuito ni moto ya boda boda na valama na kuyevau kwa vau wala wenda ngali vikia kuthui mko uliku na kuikitha kana ngali ni ale kuitha lelo ni
nenda kwa sakanati mara ya mbe ya mutaidi ya kuikambanga nundu wa mei ile tatu mzelu mutaidi nuna kimbanga ba katika tu ambondoni na tulimani na amina kwa ando atatu maitu maki Omo Chethani na yo yitu nena nuwasi okaingi ekambanga na omesia ando 22 na monza no maki Omo Chethani nenda kumioka nyumene kwa mutaidi NTSN ili kimile na wede mutaidi ndai good condition ya udhukumi ni ambe kuungama na ati mitana tanela yalite otherwise itodi kukoma kustrike na tukupata mutethia kugwa maki Omo Chethani
mutauna watungia movea wa uiti movea kwa usunge wa mituki wako mova siya wa
ila wa umaitu mabikie sipitali matakitali mwaitu ni mosie atua ya mituki mabikie kumatendi kwa mituki letu wanyekana na ni mama tethe ise nenda kwa samwanya usinitunge siyo musioka movea muno no rwako likilila na kutuma ambulance ila ati au asu katika scene na alama meme matsembwa Kitui level 5 na kwa samwanya usinitunge ngaba na itu movea
kuma vasi vitali na Mwingi level 4 musini wa Mwingi County na Kitui ripoti ya Vilingi wa Mauvoo ni Lina Musangi.
Na indi mwenda museisi ya Mauvoo alani ni namba kukwetea na kuya maende na kuua ni moa yusilikale ye na udhei wa kuthina mbe na kumwethia kithito munini mweu wa President Professor Kithure Kindiki no kana kwaselela utongo ikuma kwi Rigathi Gachagua na ula unanguthulilwa kuma kivilani ni mbunge vala koti ya yulu wecha itheka ikwani yela inasiita iseso ye yitwa igwa thini wa utio wa asili atatumwa makwani ala methukisia ikwani ya kuleana na kuvetangwa kuma ofisini kwa Gachagua ni maweta vaitonyeka ofisi wa munini wa President ukekala wio muthei kumana na uito wake uthukumi ofisini o na kwa uve na vata President ethiwe na mutethesia kwiana na kativa no kana usumbe kwithiwa na ulumu. Benjamin Mwaka ena Mauvoo yange.
Kotwa yulu ni wanengana uthei kwa munini mwe wa President Professor Kithure Kindiki avithwe na wechetheka ukuli wa munini wa President unanguthulilwe kuma utongo-ini Rigathi Gachagua wa kuungamia seso thi ni utiola wasomwa ni benji asili atatuma makwani itongoiwe ni Justice Eric Ogola.
The following orders are hereby issued. 1. The applications for conservatory orders are hereby disallowed. 2. The conservatory orders issued on 18th of October 2024 in Keregoya High Court E015/2024 are hereby discharged and or set aside.
Moreover, the Honorable Attorney General through Senior Learned Counsel Professor Getu Mugai has given an undertaking to comply fully with any orders which will be issued by this court in this matter. As such, we find that the applicants do not stand to suffer any prejudice in the event the conservatory orders are not granted.
Asili anthi no chuo wo muthantha ukui umuthi ni malumilelia ki katiba wa mamunini wa President witoneka kwikala wi muthei ona vanini na ni wendi wa NND President ethiwe na mutethesia kuma na mawia alama nengetwe ofisini o ki katiba.
Under the current constitutional framework, when the office of the Deputy President becomes vacant, two outcomes flow. First, any functions that were assigned to the Deputy President by the President automatically revert to the President. Second, the functions expressly conferred upon the Deputy President by the Constitution do not revert to the President and cannot be performed by anyone else. In light of the above, we are convinced and hereby find that the current constitutional framework does not envision any scenario in which the office of the Deputy President will remain vacant except during the brief period required to fill such a vacancy. Another equally important provision that adds credence to the above position, that the office of the Deputy President cannot be left vacant, is Article 146(3) of the 2010 Constitution.
Ngaliko ya usikatani ni ale na utio wo iweta vena maunungu nesio maingi mo matane ithukiwa ni asiliano mbe ni ukuli wa undu Professor Kithure Kindiki unavithukiwe ni nzama ya IBC nzama ila kwa uyu tena commissioner na umwe katwa maunungu nesio angi kauta.
Your Lordship, it is on record, and I invite the court to take judicial notice, that there is a clear non-existence of a crucial state organ that is supposed to oversee the processes of filling of that office in the name of the Independent Electoral and Boundary Commission. If Kithure Kindiki is to be sworn in tomorrow, what will be the import of swearing in a person who has not been verified and approved by the organ that is supposed to do so? Finally, Your Lordship, can this court fold its hands and watch and midwife and babysit a violation of the Constitution? What is the role of the court when it comes to the issue of Article 3 of the Constitution and the question of the sovereignty of the people? Your Lordship, I beg that you hear us. I beg that you grant the conservatory order staying the swearing in of Professor Kithure Kindiki on the basis that he has not qualified to hold that office. Secondly, on the basis that his purported qualification has not been verified by the body that is mandated to do so.
Na nindini wa utio wa vilo ya mituki vala majaja malumililia mayumba niche kuvindwa muungamo maivanga novuluka kuthukumithwa kwa katiba na ivenge hilai elete ulo thukumwa president na munini wake ngaliko yoskata ni hono uyo wothi kwatwa kwikia avilu kauta thino wa court wa appeal kutataya muthia kumusia Kindiki hailikuwa ofisini.
Our ruling that has just been delivered addresses these issues succinctly. Not only has the bench gone into great strides to explain the consequences of granting conservatory orders, which is to cause a de facto suspension of a section of the Constitution, we have equally warned against such a practice. To again turn around and grant orders whose effect is the very suspension of the Constitution that we have stated will, in our view, be an absurdity. In any case, since the Court of Appeal is already seized of the matter, as we have confirmed from both parties, from both sides rather, the parties have an opportunity to move the Court of Appeal accordingly. As such, the applications are all hereby disallowed.
Vilingi wa Mauvoo kumava musini lovi nyanita wa Benjamin na mwaka.
Muvea muno Benjamin mwaka nundu wa Mauvoo asu na tuisonga na mbele kana kavindani kala kwethiwa na omba na ofisini wa ngavana kauntini ya Masako magavana Eli wa Kitui Julius Malombe na ngavana wa Masako wa Vinyandeti nimetha maikwateni avanene kumina ngusanisio ila sithiitwe vo kwa elungu yasa kukonya mulati ola withiite umete kiwu silangani wa Masinga kuthi kaunti mutui ya Kitui thini wa omba na ola wetha witwaiwa ni atongoi a makaunti ile ni masovyanza maye mwanya ya maovisa anene maserikali cia kaunti ile kuthinikia thina usu na kuseuvya nzia ye mwanya undu ekalima kaunti ile mailete utethekani mulati usu wa kiwu cha Masinga vatengusanisio na kwa wiananu. Joseph Kitheka ena Mauvoo yange.
Mainena kavindani kala metha na omba na ofisini wa gavana wa Masako magavana Eli wa Kitui Julius Malombe na munyanyae wa Masako wa Vinyandeti ni metha maikwatiane vanene kumina ngusanisio ila sithiitwe vo kwa ilungu yasa kukonania na mulati ula withiitwe umite kiwu silangani wa Masinga kuthi kaundini mutui ya Kitui.
Umunthe ni twakomana gavana wa Kitui na gavana wa Masako tunene yulu wa kiwu kitu cha Masinga.
Thini ombano ula wetha uitwaiwe ni atongo ya nene makaundi isile ni masovyanza ma imwanya ya maofisa nene maserikali cia kaundi ile kuthinikia thina usu na kusovyanzia imwanya undu ekalima kaundi ile mailete utethekani mulati usu wa kiwu wa Masinga vatengusanisio na kwa wiananu.
Andu ma Masako na ma Kitui onthe kiwu kikini cha elewa masavu nondu twane no mundi twasnitwekia committee ile kwikalela hado committee ile kwikalela kiki twakikishie ni moka na long lasting solution wala Masinga na Kitui makashare kiwu watena thina.
Ainena nandikima Mauvoo gavana kaunti ya Masako mwandu wa Vinyandeti ni wetha aiwete kana mulati wa kiwu wa Masinga tawa serikali nene na tawalito na utethesia mpaka kaunti ingi sianza uungu wekundia South Eastern Kenya Economic Block.
And Kitui are both brothers and sisters, and whatever we have to share equally and make sure that everyone is okay. And that is why we have embarked on this journey with His Excellency, Dr. Malombe, to ensure that both counties are happy and share resources equitably.
Ngaliko yake gavana munyanya wa Kitui Dr. Julius Malombe ni wakathi tambia yu ya gavana wa Vinyandeti aiweta nzamaita kuikithia wailu wa mulati usu na kuikithia kaundi isieli sekala na muo ni kenda kutetheka ni kiwu.
Tumeunda ile inaitwa ad hoc committee. Ad hoc committee ni kamati ambayo imepatiwa specific terms of reference within a time which we have allowed them to determine themselves. Kwa sababu tuliona tukiwapatia sisi wenyewe tunaweza kuharakisha sana ama tuwacheleweshe sana. We want them to come up with what we call a realistic timetable of coming up with a plan, both short term, medium term, and long term. Conveners wa hiyo committee watakuwa mawaziri wa maji wa hapa Machakos na wa Kitui, na pia advisors wa mambo ya maji wa Kitui na wa Machakos, and our CEOs and our CEOs of the water companies which supply water to our 2 counties in those areas pia watakuweko.
Joseph Githangili vote Vilingi wa Mauvoo, Mutongoi TV.
Na ndi mwendo museisi wa Mutongoi TV siungamite saa 1:50 kwa oyutu ambako thiuthi umwani mukuvi ine tukathi vasa nitucioketetie.
Na udhocha ndini wa kilungu cha dhambalala ndume numenete kukuthukiwa ni kiveti onathe mundu muka eana ni munene eana kiembe na mundu umeme biano toothpick ekamitumende twesu numenete kukuthukiwa ni mundu muka kila kikukia kila wathandatu kwambia saa ile na nusu cia wiyo
ethwa wikalatha yukwenda ethwa ni mwitu muthenya mwoka twawa withie wiungua muome waku wiungua mundu na ethwa walekilwe wika yundu kwenda ukathina
ona ega ni kwaku kuna salute we mutambue tu ni kana kwithwa muyo ndini wa muse nundu no mena kulea kutambulika na mapinda mengi cyo kutumiwa anda koa ni kana mumana chao
wikala life with a control nini nabaka wikala na control da yundu tuonyekane kulechu itende yanso itonye ko
ndukende kwasia mwana nukomete na wewe umoka wewe umoka uthambe nde yani mwitu awe ande wakomelelie mwana
yonthe ometoke ni mutanisia wambie ku depend na eba wisaki ukwenda ukaiya
musubie na ndukamwelekanye nongi usungi wani ko yanza ni mauso wesia ni we atikoke
mundu losaku wa yembe ti mwimi mundu wa wiyane ona wa munenga yembe yeba emanyula nayo wone tabe musina kana itinga yesi lapo usu ni mundu wesinesa kana umanthi ndwichenga maundu mesite kweta na nonginya mundu akaliuka na evinda
kindu taki kenda passion kenda passion alafu sainge talanta
nimbundi asia mundu na ni mubundi asiata mostly nyando alangwata amakiwia withia ni so green yani maino man so ni nende awa from mundu lo tena kosi ingi kana mundu tekitoke thene na mubundi sia kuma mundu na ketha ena wendi
kondwa kwekethia ni wakwata cha kuitweta obamwe na kuiva maelo kila twaile kumanya ni kana vaiwia utewa kwiyonea ethwani wetae vaita ikia vitivyo maunduni maku
niwambia tumangomboka ehe kwa
yutu ebuti bonenge nonie uyosu inyako ndete na gona uya maseo kwa nenda kikomba kainga uomboka kuma spinach
ilobi
maluga la matemange ngoko ngasui yana amobe ya by that time toba onengolo
ala matemange ni meba
tumeta katakata
plans kana ekankomwene kila kenda akeke for example nyina pushiwe nando kweka procurement lakini baadaye nesio end kwitha ni baba
na nduketikele kutulwa ngoni ando niwe wisi vala umete na kula wendete wia komana nake Steven Mwema kilunguni cha wea newea kila wakana kwambia saa 12 na dakika 40 pa Mutongoi TV ngwatanio ya mukamba. Maisha ni matonya kuvyuvia indi wi mundu wina akili nonginya withe wisi kwamba masinga
ini sio dhambia mumba ngathambia ona ikoni ngathambia ona wenda ciana ithambie no nito muthambia ona nguku ona ng'ombe ona masivia kila kindu chonde ona kuo wende igwe no thambia
vai kindu kithonokete kutata na windi wa kwiyailia maishani
kama kasilia kamwe usoni gwa mwambia ola museo nuto umeona tabateke esilia lile kwa lene maokama katika masilia 10
maunduni maku onthe ekethia nusongete nambe nundu vamwe vatua wane via
tausi wana hivi bandu bateke ndwe mama oswela ndesa
baje wina kapointi
ikana nake kamundie kaela no
kamundete kale kaompita mundu
saingi mundu novetasia matambia maishani na aivaluka indi kusindwa kwawo ni kuendeya kwikala pala wavalukila ni kuyati kithethesyo kimuka na vayutuku utachesa
Otiwo dimbo Kowe ni nyone ni komye kowe ati magwa ni dio mabiaba ake mama wewe twa kanete
kase tumwisinesa ni musoli na ni kamundu kamitulyo na kwichocha kase abikie bauata tuyawa mbuinzao ya yeneke kase niwoneke abilaniambia na babindwa tutambanie na kase itambia kwetambia kila wachumwa wambe ya saili na nusu siaweyo pa Mutongo TV ngwataneo ya Mukamba. No withuki cia Mutongo FM wibala ui kwisila app ya Mutongo FM na ila itumia bundles ni nivyo lika kwa Google Play Store kana App Store udownload app ya Mutongo FM kana ulike kwa www.mutongoefm.co.ke Mutongo FM ngwataneo ya Mukamba.
Naende mwendo musia yesiani kalivo niende na ukumanyithia na tuisonga na mbeni kana enende alamedhe itoma itume yake ya ucha ose wange thwa lelo ni munene wa kuma kwa mumo kuthichane kiliombungeni cha kitui cha uthiloni wa sua mena wia munene wa muisio ola makono yemetho wa kia uchangethwa na kila kitilikite ute umwana kwenda kusovoka nandi ivindani yemetelete mbua nene enende asuma inene na mandiki ma Mauvoo nimeenda silikali nene vamona ila ya kaunti ya Kitui kumekia muvango wa kwaka kia uchayi ulu useni usu kuvetangana na enende asu na muisio indi kwa oyuma kulia mambe kusauviwa kia ukeu nikana kumavetangana na muisio ola utonya uvengi savanene miendeleo Onesmus Chalo ena Mauvoo yange
Enende na alame dhito meitumia kiao cha usiwangethwa kila kikilioni mbunge cha Kitui cha uthiloni waswe ni mokilia kio cho kwi serikali sieli kwa atanena kumavetanga na muisiolo makunu itametho wa kiao cha usu na kila chomboke tangaliko imwe na yukienda kulikana nthi olama wetakana ivindani metelete mbua mena vya munene wa kiao kiu kusovoka na kutatisa miendeleo vamwe na mbangili tonya kumila nthini wa kiao ki
tongamizie andu mateka kiao lipea na kiao kino ni cha national government atwatabiitwe kana kiakwa kya yolo ila tunongamizie wele yani tuona andu asimoka twakulia le mwaka kiao kya yolo kana mwaka chanze matuya maake no tukuona undu mekwaka na kiao kini kitwaitie ngali kitwaitie kibikibi na kia twa andu ali makwia bana matwaitwe nucio no utwenda twakiwekia wakilumu cha yolo
ni mawetakana yundu kiao kikiilia ni metuki muno kikuwa ni mbua na kuvalanya miendelee na kumekia wia munene ilangali na manywa maskulu meutumia lelo usum
jana kwanza mbua iko baba ya tilanga baba ngitilanga kwila twingi jabu twekia chao jana zitu zisomea bandala indi bana ni namudi angemenda kame amenda andi ila mbua kwa twezi makenda doko lali kinende atum tunamle kulai atuzobe azijekola tuna madina wethene tumu madina nyazo
namo aimikisyon kima wetakana uimino tamba ikite vyo kumana kiao ki na kila chatu kitangaliko imwe mewetakana methite mekwa mbokasyo na miongo nginya leluni uvathukana na undu maneka na vaumbe
na vano ningethwa usini wangethwa nipodi vanda mboka ndivandite mboka spinach sukuma ya mfalme na tuna thina wa kiao kino kini chatwa iswe na kida na imagine kida na hatari ili uni kithoku nondo nikitwa yando na nikitumite biashara ya nondo ando baikila nondo nikitjathukie ngali kwisila babe bina nikitjathukie kulia account mo sisi jao windi biashara ila isi turumanie lakini tulikangalama tutumana isithi sokoni tuibe ya moda kuma bano itwa sokoni amo male kwitha malezi abaku tulikangalama malele tumatumia ipi esitingalama tulika takita nagethuku kwita muna museo nundu andi manoka nangali machosa mboka maithi kuta na ito ndo cha thokie iwa andi mayoka kuone kwa mwana akwe kwasa iwa andi mesila nundu nze wa thokie kia ola cha thokie no senze ya thokie
ndilivote Vilingi Mauvoo Matongo TV nita Onesmus Chalo
ni movea muno Onesmus Chalo na endi tuisonga nambe vena vata wakukwata mbao kisomo chanzi ya mitandaoni sia matuku kana digital literacy nikana kuongela utoeka kwa manyiwa kuma ilasi sia ndevyo huo mboloa ni Jonathan Mutinda ulani director moviani wa kisomo serikali ni akaunti ya Masako kavindani kalawa kumana na ikundia Rotary Club kunenga ni masini sia kompyuta muthemba wa laptops kwe amanyiwa mama sukulu kivadhuka nyoko ya mitaboni kathiani ofisa oni wongela kana serikali akaunti inone kuende ya kusukuma na kuete milati ingia kwa ile kisomo isione sio ndesi akaunti ya Masako boni mutesia ena ilvo timbeange
ainene skuluni wa misuni kuyaka thiyani Jonathan Yamendasi kwenda na utwika mbawa manyuwa mo na muno la makwata masineka na mitambo ya kumatethesa nthini wa masomo ma mitandaoni na kwithwa kisomo cha matuku haki kieleloni cha maundu taya
na leo tumeingia digital era. Kuna widespread use of technology. Na technology is involving us on how we interact, how we relate, how we communicate. Na vile tunafanya mambo mingi. Na here is one if it begins with our small kids, the PP1 and PP2. It will by the end of the day it will land at home. Not forgetting that very soon the learners we are talking about will be the IT gurus in our community.
Umwe wa maofisa alametete mitambo ino iwetakana ni kielo cha umatethesia kuyaka ivindani ukite ziani sia kiukwati sia kisomo na sia mekumukaniliye kati wa maundu wangi.
Our children will learn to know how to use laptops or computer as a means of communication, as a means of learning how to even do commerce. We hear the time of President saying that you just have a computer and dollar flows. That's where it starts from. That's what the economic value of what this will bring to the society. And if you have children who are able to make their own money, to be honest, so much eradication of poverty will have gone down and our members be more independent. The issue of drug addiction or negative influence will be reduced in the society.
Director Jonathan Nwande anakuelesekana serikali ya kaunti ya Masako ni kuikia tambia kana kuvangithia mivango yonthe ya kweli ya kisomo isioni sionthe cia ndwani kana wandini kithunzi ya kaunti ino ya Masako kwikithia kana ilazi cia nthi na muno isindi kisomo ni cha kwatumbau na manyuane mena ulunga lumwene mataunthe ni maundu namwe
tumbo ambaye haina chakula mtoto hawezi akashika chochote. I want to bring it to your attention ya kwamba Excellency the Governor she has really done so much in our feeding program. All our schools, that is PP1 and PP2, na tuko na 1097 ECD centers across Machakos County. Na watu wanapata chakula, wanakula chakula, they are getting rice and beans. Na pia wanakunywa maziwa twice in a week. Na because of that, just like I just said some time back, enrollment imeongezeka.
Watu kulia watu wakwenda na ukwata mumivango yondela ni serikali ya kaunti ya Masako isila muvea wa kisomo na muno matambia ondhe mangawa na kaunti ya Masako inenganengaleka nyo na itambia kusuvia siana nini isioni kivathukanyo ila ikielelo ni chako lazimu iyo mwito wa kusuvia manyua nini alametele masomo.
Machakos kuna ECD centers 1097 na 97 kama labda kwa kujafika kujengwa ni muda tu tusubirini kidogo. I'm speaking this because I'm talking from a point of information because I'm the director in education Machakos County Education. Naongea ni kwa maana kuna budget ila Excellency the Governor tayari ameiweka kuhakikisha madarasa kama hayo yamejengwa ya PP1 na PP2. Na kama mwaka huu labda hautafikiwa because of the budget, next year utafikiwa. Na huo mwaka mwingine utafikiwa na kabla hatujaenda sana utakuwa tayari your school imepata the ECD class ili watoto wetu wa PP1 na PP2 wapate maisha mazuri. pazuri na wapate mahali pazuri pa kusomea. Watakuwa na chakula vile aliahidi, na at the same time watakuwa wanasomeshwa vizuri na kwa njia ya dijitali, na at the same time tumbo iko sawa, klasi iko sawa na masomo iko sawa.
Kaunti ya Masaku kathiyani nyeni toboni mutesia.
Ni maundu makonete misala kwethiwa ikumbiletwe ni mathina nundu wa kuolo kwa misala kula kuingevie muno kwa matalatala mwe wa uiti wa SHA matakitali ala matethea sia wa ukwa mituke ni mea NTHENYA manenge chief evinda nundu mayaile kuona maundu makonete uiti tamo iyo ene iandana ala manene anthene wa mavundisio ala maitete maminista ma uiti kaundini sie miongo ina na mwanza sia Kenya ni maweta iseso ya uiti iria wayavata na NTHENYA maile kutethesia serikali sia Kenya kwanza kutoa isia mulati wa uiti nesa.
Who is implementing? Okay.
I think the launch of the Emergency Chronic and Critical Illness Fund under the SHIF Fund is a significant progress in the right direction. I understand the government's need to then generate more revenue to support a universal healthcare coverage. Majority of Kenyans cannot actually afford healthcare. Actually, many people, I always say this, even those with health insurance, probably one admission away to exhausting their health insurance and one admission away to actually exhausting the insurance and selling a piece of land, for example. So our hope with the new SHIF Fund, I know of course it's having its teething problems, but our hope is that with the new fund we'll be able to access more services and more comprehensive services than what the previous fund was doing.
What is important is we are calling, even when you're talking about even the budgetary allocation towards the county government on health, there is a feeling that the bulk of the funds is remaining with the national government. And so we require that these more resources are going to be devolved to the county government to help us support even infrastructural development. And when you talk about these facilities we are talking about, we appreciate that with this, we have a feeling that this new SHA is going to ensure that these facilities are going to get more money. And when these facilities get more money, that means with the logistics even of referral, of even improving the facilities to the standard that will be able to attend to most basic medical emergencies is going to be enhanced.
We already have an existing ambulance service. This is done entirely by the county. An existing ambulance services from scratch, whereby we've centralized the ambulance services, all this done and funded by the county. New ambulances have been bought. Also the introduction of moving away from referrals being done by nurses. We've moved, the county has engaged EMTs, which it will put on its, already they're on the payroll of the county and they're on contractual basis, and they will be put on PNP basis. So this is something that it shows that the county in itself is really involved and towards improving emergency services and health services as a whole.
NTHENYA mono akamba ni mathuthwa kutumia makundi mao mambai kumina mathina mamakoani kati wa maundu ange misieni na nduani sio ni uthuthio kuma kwi atongo imamba ya mulete makwe ya matongolo kauntini ya Masaku alama twa isisi kalosia unyuvani kwe yake sio nyita matakutha ki maweta kitete ya sevanene kuolangala makotini vamona kuvevya ilungu ya makoani alama kwa makumano na metalatala ya koti oyela mbaye imwe sina mioloto ingi itonya umina makoani na kutungiania umo wangwatanio ya NTHENYA.
Yaku ni seo na ni mwisika nambai ni serikali na pala batembai pedhi na mwingi nundu onambai ni na meole kumana kwa serikali ni watakuwa mfano no tunaenda kuyo mundu witu wokie o a mundu kimakosa na wase wa sheria ni chao ni serikali ikwatwa na yadhani wambai yengi
nituka tuketha twi bamwe tukakwatania namba isu na tuka tuisovya mubango wa undu rona kutethesia mundu witu iba nthini imba icio nthi ikwatanite na tuyumo ba twithio serikali ni obalawi onathani kotini nitwithana nmituma ku kotini kuima kekata makasu lakini cho na mundu witu kwisela serikali ni tuimunewa na tuyakila chailite ko ni wongwasia andu ala matena mbai ni maileo mantho matona ukwatana nundu watasuma kuendesia mbai na kugilia mbai cio na kwekela chailite
kwa masita ni ndo wa Mary muthei wa Kiguba ni chialedi waka ndini wanza menu tina yo mundu la witu twikia ikunia ni twikia mundu la wa betia ethani wa buthia mbai kana aumo mundu ute wa kiwango kila wailite usindu tumwikia ikunia ni na tuka mwitikisia kiugu nundu wa kwithani wa betia ndini wa mbai
mutunga be utaratibu wa ianaete ni asia no utumika ama tukwa bandu bao yolondikana masietwa kuya kotini makwani kuya kotini makaete makwani ko musi makathelela ko nondo kai kotini with ya backlog ya makwani meye ku ange files ya ye and that kind lakini nezu kusilela ko musi ko kaumini amount ko musi it is ni advantage na nilo match esia na esa idea ni mwa lese ni burden ya mundu la labdosi katetu mwamini amount ko musi
na ende musiaisi wa Mutongo TV siungamete saa 11:11 kwa oitu amba kusemba enge uthimoni mukuvi ndukathivasa
Kithimi cha siasa kijisa kuungama katikati nonginya cheke ngaliko emwe kwikutetea chama na kuokea makanga liko yaku
ile hatukukubaliana tukaweka wazi ni juu ya gharama ya maisha
kwikuna kithui na ngathio nisio nthei
umuthi nona president ula wiboetwa William Ruto we mwena itangazia kana ndimukuka kuungamana Kalonzo nyumbani usiongeke okay
si mimi nitashindana na Kalonzo huyu Kalonzo kweli mkiona na
usundio wibo yake kumi
mabetio saa cionthe metha mamwingo yongi kumba wakete me na kulea balea wa mundu akanyenya muthanga.
Nothing will come out of those talks is a waste of time. I am telling you as Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya.
Tila isi kumanya ulokuweta uwo na ulokuweta ubungu nundu cionthe utavawa usiaitwe metho bate kuvenia.
Giweno ya kutinda tueleti twaitie corpus ya inthei tigwo.
Nenda urabya kana twika tu adusumbikawa kuma bake imani kuma mandani miaka yonthe tene na tene ginaela Yesu ukoka.
Mundu ukunene Kalonzo atuke president we. Esi neza pi pa ugamba ni ono bope mundu ngitambaki utamukunea kula abaloka na kula yake.
Eliza ingi kikuchabika. Ithano kaguma moti uthi ukwate yo ndeka tenda lukaika itenda lukita mikeke zokimandeka kwa. Na kini chongwana chukwika katika Kenya kwanza.
Wai muthenya no Kalonzo waungamana ndeto yake akasia umundi niendete thebeni na akaungamana chua nena ekiangia ya Rivers.
Atupangwiki safari hii.
Kusisi oteo banini ni wakuwa niwa ukwasi na waliku.
So it's time we pulled back from Kalonzo. Let him walk alone. He wants to walk alone.
These things are never given. They are grabbed.
Mimi niko tayari tuwe na ofisi kubwa ya kiongozi wa upinzani, tuweke pesa ya serikali.
Kazi yetu ni kuwanyorosha.
Uisua njukuzi ya mundu utakwene nonginya wikale uwitie muwi ndukese kuoneka ata ukwetie kuia siasane kila mundu akula siati ni ya kipo
pai maitha makilevi uteti
nayo ni kendoye ikumbi lichao komana nake Erastus Kithuku wa Nzomo kilungu ni cha ikumbi ya siasa kila wachumwa kwambi ya saitatu sio tuku wa Mutongo TV na Mutongo FM ngwatanio ya mukamba
musese witu mwendwa
Mutongo TV ni avwila ukambani na yakwata nzeve yaluma na watu mevusa ye kuvikia mamilioni ma andu alama tosia isi ya kila muthenya kwa kutangasa vya biasala waku kana kumanithia alama evasa ila mundo waku watutia kwisila imanithia sia iku kwa Mauvoo mbenge tuvikia kwisila nambani ya simu noti imwe ina kenda ile imwe na itatu monza kana ututume email kwisila sales@mutongoitv.co.ke. Mutongo TV ni yongwatanio ya mukamba tukwatane twaile biasala situ.
Ona utambete kusiawa ngaini wakwese na akamanya une waku na nicho kitumi kwithiawa na inengo
enda kukethiana ndio thocha ndeni wa kilungu cha inengo wa katano wa umundi
ukakeia kabwau
Uuni mwiyo mundu wiyaikasia we mwene wayethia wachambaiche kana kuwatuthi na kwa uwa mwiyo oti kindu kilaisi uyisa kumila upingisana nawo na kukima makuthu nginyoke kulia kone kwatanisie na ikombende
unondo wanake mzee by the end ngewaisi ya sola saingi nooka akethia badala ya kusoma na watoto ni kusola
lakini ni wao kindu geni sikuma tondu nende nyeta mundu nende uri wathini muno nende tena kibiri chako nikini alao ya
usioni kana ikomba ya neneba itwika kimbalutia kindu chana kebyo kinengo kiukinyithasia kundu kutonya kuvikwa ni andu mautala opamwe na kukwalanilia mesa na nene
mwalimu wa Max hapa ni wapi
lanu kiye motongoi
no ndongotani ganga kwa raha zangu
kamwili kaka nini vitu niko kena akili ino yasindisio mbetu kona va
nekalanzi mwalimu endene wona bweka ngwavyo musola embosa emboa
inengo sio mbeitu ava
kinengo nikiete aye mundu nguma na kukwambatia kimikalile komana na salshabeti wambua kilungu necha inengo kila wakatano kwambe ya saile na ndatika miongo ena sia wiyo tutetheanisie kumilia na kutambua inengo kivathukanio niva Mutongo TV ngwatanio ya mukamba.
Naende musiayesia ni kalibu nende na ukumanyithia na tuisonga na mbeni kana ngwatanio ya mbunge cia kaunti va Kenya si miongo ina na muonza ni cia vinga uthukumi vandu va mithenya 14 yukite. Mwandiki munene makweni Speaker Douglas Mbilu nthini wa umbano wa CAF omunthe ni wanenga silikali vinda inengane MCA wa Jia Yusuf Hussein Hamed kana mavinge wea vyo silikali ni sionthe cia kaunti.
We demand that the government through its security agencies take immediate and transparent action to ascertain the whereabouts of the adopted member of County Assembly, ensuring his safe return to his family and community. Additionally, we urge the government to prioritize the security of all members of County Assembly nationwide by reinforcing protective measures and establishing accountability mechanisms for any acts of violence or intimidation. These ongoing incidents not only compromise the safety and well-being of our members of County Assembly, but also threaten the integrity of our democratic processes. The abduction of this member of County Assembly, along with previous assaults, is an affront to the values of justice and democracy upon which our nation is founded on. Following the deliberation of the National Governing Council, and that shall be the action that this forum, together with the membership of the 47 county assemblies, will undertake at the closure of the 7 days. If Honorable Yusuf is not produced, we are going to shut down all the operations of the county assemblies, because we believe that a threat to one of us is a threat to all of us.
Yeah. The Speaker has indicated to you that the County Security and Intelligence Committee had invited him for a conversation.
So the last conversation about disappearance or disappearance is around police. 2, for any Kenyan or anyone to ask that if someone disappears in this country, where can you locate that person? It's obvious. It's like when it's raining and you're looking for insects. They're all over. It is obvious that abductions are the way of life in this country, not yesterday, not today, for the last few months. The LSK has been on this case, not this particular case of Wajir, but many other cases, including the Kitengela. If for whatever reason that the police and government believes that this person is not in their hands, they ought to have provided information to the citizens of Kenya. This is not an ordinary person. It's a person elected to represent other citizens. And therefore, if an elected member can disappear in this republic, then it means the lives of our mothers, the lives of our children, the lives of our women, the lives of the sick in the hospital, they are not secure. Government do not exist primarily to offer health. If they exist to offer security and protect property of its citizens, that is the primary responsibility.
Kamiti ya mbunge nene maundoni ma kisomo ni yakathe ya kimanyisho cha yolo cha Open University of Kenya ivindani yeke na mwaka umwe kumachambea mainene ivindani yela metamba kete kimanyisho nike kukumana na utongo iwa kimanyisho kiku ya konza kauntini ya Makueni. Open University ni kathe iwe mono kwetha yeke kimanyisho cha mbe kunenga na kosi kwesilanzi ya siya mutandao kana online programs.
And we want to report this on chartered under Section 24(1)(b), and it's a strategic project of the government to increase.
As a Committee of Education, we've noted that the university has taken off. In fact, it is an international university, open university. About 17 nationals are students here. 18 nationals are students here. Kenyans from various parts of the country, far-flung areas. We've seen students from Turkana who are online, students from various parts of this republic, remote, and the real digital learning. We've seen it practically here, where the lecturers are able to demonstrate how the open learning is going on. Other issues that we have is the issue of funding. We've noted also that the exchequer is really doing very poorly, especially in releases. The exchequer is very poor, and I want to ask that the National Treasury needs to release funds on time to make sure that these universities are up and running. We also, as a committee, have talked to the university to really move and market the university in the region, especially in the far-flung areas.
Our students are drawn from different parts of this country. We have those who have challenges of fees, and therefore it's an affordable university. We have students, as the chairman mentioned earlier on, from across the globe, from 18 different countries. And all these students, it is because of the concept of inclusivity, which is supported by technology. We have a robust technology that we have put together to enable us to have all these students access our learning.
Ngwatanio ya maundu ma utalii na ngwatanio imovea na utalii na maundu ma nyamosi ya kithekani ni yambiwa umundi. Ngwatanio ii na muvango wa kwa ile utalii wina ngwatanio na NTHENYA nikana kuongela namba cia atalii ba Kenya. Ndini wa muvingo wa ngwatanio ii Minister muveani wa utalii na nyamosi ya kithekani Rebecca Miano ni wasia kiniki kwa ile utalii na kuete vamwe NTHENYA kivathukania.
Captains of the tourism industry, that is the state agencies that are present with us, but we also have a host of other senior. Who's present with us? So let's recognize her and give her a round of applause.
We have undertaken, in consultation and partnership with the county, with the administration, my ministry, and the industry, that we are going to address those issues and come up with a work plan. If we resolve all the challenges, our sector will even become better. There was an issue of park fees. Since I joined this ministry, I've taken time to look at the park fees. I have seen, for example, Nairobi National Park, the Kenyan nationals are charged 430 shillings a whole day. And the visitors are charged less than $100 for a day. And this These charges have been there for many years, some of them 15 years. And you know, with the cost of living going up and management costs and everything escalating, we need to then rationalize the park fees. The figures that have been proposed, I think, are reasonable. And this came up as a recommendation by the whole industry. We will continue consulting with the industry so that we have public participation. We are able to convince them why we need to review those rates and to even benchmark so that at the end of the day there is a win-win situation between the country, the travelers, and even the industry players.